Hello and welcome to ADHD Customs. In today's video we're going to be doing something a bit different to normal. We're going to be doing a channel update, just letting you know what's going on. I've not been up to much recently, there's been things going on in my life. But in today's video we're also going to be talking about ADHD. How it affects my life, how it could affect your life if you've got it. Just what's been going on over the last few months with me. And why I've got no content this weekend for you. So, let's get into it. Right, let's start off with the ADHD part, shall we? I'm not sure how many of you know the truth about ADHD. Like, a lot of you see things on TV, people with ADHD, it's all, they're all hyperactive and all that. That's not true. Right, only some people are like that. Other people just live a normal life, but they have to deal with the ADHD brain. How can I explain ADHD, right? Before I get into what's been going on with me and the mistakes and the stupid stuff I've been doing over the last month or so. When you've got an ADHD brain, we're short on dopamine. We're constantly chasing dopamine, right? So we could walk into a room, we could be excited about something, we could walk into a room, see it, and we'd be excited about it for a minute, and then once we realise it's just a normal day or something, we just completely don't want to know anymore. Or, for example, in the middle of a conversation, we could be having a conversation with you, as soon as we realise we're not interested anymore, or the conversation's reached a peak, we literally zone out, we're not listening anymore. It's things like that, but it's also things to do with, like, you ruin entire things in your life, like work, friends. You disregard entire friendships that you've had for a long time because you get an idea about something else, and then you go off on a tangent and you do that, and then you destroy whole sections of your life just by doing weird things like that. Also, a lot of ADHD is all about unwanted thoughts. I mean, I don't know what you normies have going on in your head, but us people with ADHD, there's 100 voices talking at once, all the time. We have an idea, and but then we've got this person here. I say this person here, it's ourselves, but all these voices talking about it. Imagine going into a crowded train station. Right, here's an example. Imagine going into a crowded train station, and all the people talking around you, and you can hear every conversation, you can hear them clearly. And you're trying to focus on one person in front of you who's talking to you, but you just can't hear them because you can hear everybody else's conversation. That's what it's like with somebody with ADHD walks into a pub or a crowded place or a venue, whatever. That's what it's like. Or if I'm in a workshop or something and I'm talking to somebody and somebody's on a drill over there and somebody's on an angle grinder over there, right? They might not be that loud, it might be quite a distance away, but that's blocking out you. My brain is pinpointing things, but I can't hear what you're saying. It's just weird. It's very hard to explain if you've not got it, right? And that's just less than 1% of how our brains work. We're amazing at problem solving. We're amazing at being creative. But other things in our life, we destroy because we don't realise. We suddenly, here's an example. We might be like scrolling on like me with my van out there, right? I really like my T4. I'm really into the build. Like I promised everybody on here, like we're going to build this van. What we're going to do an interior. I've got the van to a point now, and simply because I haven't touched the van in a week, I've already let go of it. I'm not getting rid of it. Still going to do the build, but just because I haven't seen or touched the van in like a week, I'm already looking at things on the internet that I could swap it for. But it's just because I haven't had an interaction with it, so it just vanishes from my brain, and I lose all care about it. Do you know what I mean? It's things like that, but that happens with everything and everybody in our lives. There's so many ways and things I can talk about ADHD, but one thing I wanted to talk about is what's been happening in my life. The reason I haven't really got any content to show you this weekend, building vehicles or shows or anything. About a couple of months ago, I left a place I was working at. I'm not going to get into the details of that. There's no point in getting into the reasons of that. I left my place of work. Then an opportunity came up of my dream job. I was offered my dream job, working for really good money, working at a vehicle restoration company, and I would be restoring and building classic cars, hot rods, American cars, all the stuff that I'd dreamed of, and it was a learning curve role as well. Like I'd go in there, not as I'd go in there and they were willing to teach me a trade as well as me using the skills I've already got. Right? I went in there And within like the first day, I thought this is good. I got into the place, but then for some reason, my stupid ADHD brain, after like a day or so, was just thinking this isn't for me, because I'm so used to working outside and putting signs up and all stuff like that, because I'm so used to doing a job where I'm outside before the sign company job that, you know, give me all this. I was a mobile mechanic. I was raising my kids by myself for years, but I was also a mobile mechanic, so I'm used to be out on the road. And just because the job was indoors, and just because there were people I'd never met before, it's not that they were horrible people, I just wasn't used to people that I didn't know. So I instantly went into panic mode in my brain. It just caused so much anxiety. The change caused so much anxiety. My ADHD brain was like, you know, oh my God, it's the most amazing thing ever. You've got your dream job. You've waited nearly 50 years to get a role like this. Right? And it's not just at a car place. It's actually like restoring classic cars, custom cars, American cars. It's what I dreamed of doing my whole life. And just because it was new to me, and once the fantasy of the job had worn off and I was there, I just started freaking out, and I just couldn't handle it. I could not handle it. I started freaking out. I started getting massive anxiety. I ended up leaving the job after 4 days because the people were new to me and the job was new to me, and for no other reason than I just freaked out. I had what can be classed as a breakdown, because my brain was just like, you need to get out of here, and I'd just done a runner. I'd done a runner, and I don't know why. It was just because it was new people, new place, new environment, and my brain went from the, whatever you can call it, my brain went from the fantasy of being a classic custom car builder full time for good money to suddenly freaking out because I was in a new environment, and just fucked everything, completely fucked everything. And now I've got myself another job. Within a week I got myself another job, because then I started panicking about, oh my God, I've got no money to pay the bills. So I've got myself another job. I'm now working for minimum wage as a driver. So now I'm doing like 9 hours a day for minimum wage. You know, it's a good job. All the people there are lovely. You know, I'm enjoying it. But I fucked my dream job up just because of my ADHD. And when I started this new job, I had the same experience. It was new people. It was a new environment, and the first 3 days of that, I was doing the same thing, and I thought, no, I need the money, I've got to stick at it. And after sticking at it for a week or so, I'm actually enjoying going out and driving and doing stuff now, and I like the people that are there, and I like the environment. It's a good crack, and I enjoy the job. But there's that part of me that's like, I destroyed my dream job because my ADHD couldn't handle the change. And I look back now and think, why didn't I give it a chance? What did I do? So yeah, basically the last few months and that, I've just been all consumed with my life going upside down all over the place, because I lost a job at my place where I had really good friends, and I've lost all of them because I was just a fucking knob. And I then got the opportunity of this dream job. The thing is, I had to go to this job because when you're given the opportunity to a job that you've always wanted your whole life, you just drop everything. Your ADHD brain just goes, yeah, fuck everyone else, fuck everything, let's go, let's do it. You've waited your whole life for this. The consequences don't matter. You have to try, otherwise you'll never have this chance again. And if you don't go for it, you'll always wonder. So I had to try it. And then I went there, and then I just messed everything up by just freaking out and having a weird, oh man, just anyway. This has gone into a weird ranting video, but you know what I'm saying? It's about ADHD and how it affects you mentally. We're not just quirky people. This thing affects our brain. It's like having a bully in your head that just doesn't let up. It just doesn't leave you alone. And it's all consuming sometimes. It really is. Like when I go to work all day, I get indoors, I need at least an hour to myself just to sit in the corner, put the telly on, just to zone my brain out, to focus on something other than the day I've just had, because my brain will replay every conversation. It will replay every conversation, every sight I've seen, everything I've driven past during that day on the driving job. My brain will just replay it like a movie over and over and over, and I need to wind it down and just get into some kind of peaceful situation. That's what's going on in the heads of ADHD people. So if somebody with ADHD is having a conversation with you and then suddenly they glaze over, it's not because they mean to, it's because they can't control it. They can't help it, okay? And if there's anyone out there with ADHD, please contact me. You know, it'd be nice to chat to other people that have, you know, got ADHD and stuff. I see it's becoming mainstream now. I don't know how half these people that I keep seeing on the internet, oh, you've got ADHD here, ADHD there. It seems to be fashionable now to have ADHD. Well, I had it a long time ago, so yeah, I don't know, I'm going with that. But yeah, just, it's not this quirky, happy thing that everyone thinks it is. It's quite a serious mental health disorder that we just have to deal with daily. I've tried meds for it, meds for ADHD, just turn you into a zombie, and when I'm on them, I'm not me. One thing I do take for my ADHD is anxiety meds, because it causes so much anxiety in your life. Just going to a new job causes so much anxiety, you're almost sick. It's ridiculous what it does, but because your brain works so fast and you have so many thoughts per minute, per second, you overthink every situation in your life. You're not just calm, you're never calm. But anyway, just wanted to explain to people, which I seem to go off on a massive tangent then, what's been happening in my life. Yeah, so I was working for a design company. I then left to take on my dream role. I then left that because I freaked, and now I'm working for minimum wage as a driver. It's funny how things work out. But back into the builds, back onto everything that's going on with the channel. Right, look, hang on, here's another thing. I also bought, for this dream job I had, I went out and my girlfriend lent me the money and stuff, and I went out and bought proper, like 350 quid's worth of Halford's tools. I bought loads of new tools and stuff for the job, because you had to take your own tools. And then I left after 4 days because it was a pipe dream in my head that just was a fantasy that it wasn't the way it worked out. But I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's get back onto the builds and what's going on in here. Right, okay, we've still got these for the T4, the back window panels, okay? We've still got these. Don't mind the mess in here. I'm currently trying to tidy up. I'm currently trying to get my stuff out of the workshop. I can't get any cars in here because I've got stuff in here. We've still got the early front and rear bumpers. We've still got 2 AI car stereo units that are just pointless. Here's another thing I've been thinking about, right? These wheels that came on the T4, do I put these on my little rat rod truck? I need to get adapters, but do you reckon they'd look cool on the rat rod truck? Centre lines, give it that industrial drag type feel. Still got that, no idea what I'm doing with it. Workshop is just getting overloaded with stuff now. There is stuff everywhere in here. None of it's any good, but it's the stuff everywhere. There's stuff there I bought to do a gearbox oil change on the little workshop. Never got round to it. Anyway, there's a hell load of signs here that I've been thinking about making into something. I've been thinking about using these to, I don't know, I actually want to build a spoiler off the back of the truck. I was thinking about using signs to do it, but I'm not sure. These just might become wall hangers, to be fair, in the workshop. Yes. But anyway, peeps, yeah, sorry about the weird ranty video today, but I just thought I've got no content to put out this weekend because simply, actually the only thing I've got that I might do tomorrow is I need to fit the bump stops on the front T4, because when I fitted Shane's plates, I didn't actually put the bump stops in and it's crashy as hell. It's just bang. So I've got them little weird bump stops here. Do you remember these ones I got from Amazon that I told everyone to buy? They've got these. I've cut them into like a weird cone shape thing. So, yeah, I can fit them. And I might do that tomorrow. So, if I do that tomorrow, yeah, I'll just do a separate video on that tomorrow. But yeah, right now this is just a channel update. What's going on? What's been going on in my life? I've not forgotten about everyone. I've not forgotten about all the content, if you're wondering, because last weekend all I did was put out that video about my new, now that you can join the channel. So if you want to join the channel, go and do the thing, click on join. It's 99p a month. Oh, I do want to say a big thank you for Stefan Bloodworth for joining the channel. Thank you for joining, mate. You were the first one to join. Welcome to the family. And also Diamond Pictures, you were the second one to join, so thank you for joining. 2 of you have joined so far. I'm really famous, but yeah, it's the start of new things. I've only just set it up, so it's all good. Also, there's a new thing called, oh bollocks, it's already gone from my brain. What's it called? There's a new thing on YouTube. On my videos, please do this because it's quite an important thing now. It's even better than the subscribing, apparently. There's a new thing called Hype. If you click on the Hype button, you can give my videos, or me, or however it works, I don't know, but there's a new button called Hype. You can click Hype and it gets me up further up and gets my channel out there more. So please hype the channel, please. But back to what I was saying. Don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? What was I going on about? One sec.
A few moments later.
I ain't got a clue what I was about to talk about. I've had a complete brain fart now. Anyway, peeps, that is what's going on with the channel right now. That's what's been going on with me. Thank you to the people that have joined, and please go and hype my channel and all the stuff I've just mentioned. And I'll see you in the next one, maybe tomorrow. Okay, peeps? Cheers. See you in the next one. It's got a bit weird now, isn't it?